Hello everyone, it is Thursday, December 5th, 2019. Of course, yesterday was New Comic Book Day, which means right now today is New Comic Book Video Time. Big week for books, not a surprise to anybody. That kind of seems to be the weekly going rate, is big money out of your pocket for the books. And then I picked up a really nice book, not in the highest grade condition, but when you see it, you'll realize that it is, you know what, a very sought after and desirable book. So let's jump right into the books. First, we'll start with DC. Batman 84, one there. Batman Universe number 6. Sorry about that. I am enjoying this storyline. This is Lois Lane number 6. This is a number 6 of a 12-part miniseries right there. There's that. Really enjoyable storyline. Deathbringer number 1. This book sold really well off the shelves, and I haven't had a chance to read it, but I am looking forward to looking at this one here. Little Christmas theme since we are in December. This is Harley Quinn number 68, cover A. Doesn't look like it ended too well for Blitzen there on that. And cover B. And then 80-page giant from DC called New Year's Evil One Shot. This was $9.99. I wasn't wild about that. I do like Christmas covers, so I picked it up, but I wasn't wild about the $9.99 price. But here's that right there. And then right after that, the next book I'm going to show is a 100-page giant for $4.99. 20 more pages, you know, for $5 less. I know everybody's going to say, well, there's only one new story in this. Doesn't matter. If you can do a 100-page here for $4.99, you can do a 100-page, you know, certainly not for $9.99. So that was kind of a price gouge right there. And like I picked it up anyways. Moving to Marvel, Double Trouble number 2. Kind of a fun book right there. Venom number 1, $20.99. This was cover A. And the cover, which is probably cover of the week in my opinion, that just absolutely blew off the shelves, is the variant female Venom cover right there. Really nice looking cover. And again, these are the ones that everybody was grabbing. You found the A covers, but you're having a hard time finding the B cover. So really nice cover there. Daredevil 14, cover A. Cover B. And then we have Black Cat number 7. I believe this is number 7 right here. Just a really cool cover. J. Scott Campbell cover. And if I wasn't mistaken, it is number 7 right there. J. Scott Campbell cover. And that is the extent of the Marvel DC. Now we will jump into the independent stuff. Elvira number 4. Got to start with some Elvira action right there. Cult Classic number 2. Deadeye is number 3, which I am enjoying. If you haven't read this, give this a shot. I think you'll like it. Another real cool cover purchase right here. Make sure I'm getting the name right on this right here. Ancient Dreams, number 9. Really cool cover right there. Scratcher, Part 2, Antarctic Press. October Faction. This is number 1. This is going to be a Netflix series. Well, they optioned it. We'll see if it comes out. I don't watch a lot of Netflix, so I really don't know what's on there. Mystere number 4. This is Revelations and Resurrections. There's that cover there. And then a Mystere number 2 from Rumors. Really cool cover right there. Something lurks in the background. Ice Cream Man number 16. Next book, this is a Ninja Turtle. We've talked about like Power Rangers, you know, how I like them holding the helmets. This is a Ninja Turtle, 1 of 5. This is right here. Now, apparently, there are 4 different covers of this with the same helmet. The sash is a different color for the different turtles. And then there was a Shredder cover that was a 1 per store that was selling really, really well. And it was selling consistently $35 to $50. So that was popular. So I thought that was pretty cool. I will go and grab 1 each of the other colors just to have the set. From Stonebot Comics, I believe this is the name of the book. This is a small independent press which I did. Angela Della Morte, number 1. I liked it because you got a monkey in a spacesuit. How do you not want a monkey in a spacesuit? Small press run, you know, small company, so just an absolute cool book to have with a monkey in a spacesuit. 2020, number 1. One Shot Stabbity Bunny and Stabbity Bunny Ever After Wonderland. I do like the Stabbity Bunny storyline, so I grabbed this here. Vampironica New Blood sitting on a pumpkin, so I was going to grab that. Archie vs. Predator number 4. There's only 1 more issue of this storyline left. There's 1 there. And my favorite cover purchase, little Saturday Night Fever action right there. Had to buy that when I saw it. Vengeance of Vampirella number 3. And then you have the Perillo cover, which I thought was really, really nice. And then from Storm King Comics, John Carpenter presents Storm Kids. This is a werewolf storyline, so I'm going to be all over that. I am looking forward to reading this. This will probably be one of the first books I read for that right there. 1, it's a werewolf storyline, which I love, and then it's John Carpenter, so I'm all over that. So that was the books that we picked up this week. Again, another really big week. I had the opportunity to buy a small little stack of books from somebody, and I was looking at the books, and this was the last book he brought in for me to look at, and so I was able to do a deal on it. Again, not the highest grade. I graded this a 3.5. It's probably closer to a 4.5 because I am a difficult grader, but it is a very desirable book. That is Amazing Spider-Man number 129 right there. That, of course, is first appearance of the Punisher. And this book, in any condition, sells really well. You see really beat-up copies of this book selling for $250. You know, I looked on eBay, it's tape all over the cover, and it's going for $250, $260. Again, this is one of the books that everybody puts on their list if you're collecting Marvel or Amazing Spider-Man or even Punisher. And it's hard to find. You can find them at shows, but you're paying a premium for this book. So I was able to pick this up at a relatively decent price, so I was very happy. And again, all this is doing, this is just going to get stacked away in my inventory for when I do reopen. It's going to happen. And when I do, the books I have are going to be absolutely amazing, because everything that you see me show on this, with the exception of a couple of times I showed 1 or 2 books from my private collection, all that stuff is going, you know, into the inventory. So I know that when that time comes and I do open up a place, there's going to be an absolute feeding frenzy. But my goal is to have just a ton of books. I have a lot of books right now in the inventory. And I know I've been talking about this for a long time, but someone asked me, you talk about it, you talk about it. I talk about it and I talk about it because it's something that keeps me motivated to continue moving forward. But at the same time, if you're not 100% ready, excuse me, if you're not 100% ready to open up a business and you don't have the inventory, you are setting yourself up for failure. Whether it takes me 2 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years to get my space open, understand that when I open those doors, when I open up the doors of Arkham Comics, it's going to be something that's going to be there for the long haul. If you're opening up and you're struggling month to month, that is not a business model. That is you are setting yourself up for failure. And I am not doing all this work, picking up all this inventory so I can sell it out pennies on the dollar because I wasn't able to keep my doors open more than a few months. When I open up my spot, I'm going to be there until I decide that it's time for me to either A, retire, or someone takes it over from me, because Arkham Comics is going to be in this valley for a long time. I am making sure of that, and sometimes it gets frustrating for me because I want to open up right away, but I also understand that if you're not going to open up ready to go for the long haul and not have enough back inventory, good back inventory, not a bunch of 90s stuff, that everybody has, but good, solid back inventory at competitive prices, you are not going to be successful, and you are just going to close your doors. So that's not what I want. So I know everybody's anxious. I have a lot of friends that are anxious for me to open. I'm anxious for me to open. Just bear with me. It's going to happen, and when it does, people are going to say, wow. So there's that. So that's pretty much all we have for the video today. That was just kind of a little rant because I get a lot of messages from people about the shop, and what the progress is. So that's where we're at right now. Again, I appreciate all the support I get on these videos. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. But that's pretty much all we have. So I hope you liked the video. But as always, if you didn't, nothing I can do for you. Have a great day, and I'll see you later.